So in this video, I'm going to go over repricing your inventory, when you want to do it, how you want to do it, limits in which you want to do it. So when you send your inventory, in this case books, to Amazon, you don't want to reprice immediately, and I'll tell you why. You kind of want to wait till your inventory is at Amazon for about a week and a half or 2 weeks, so that your higher priced inventory, so going back to when you were listing all the inventory, when you're listing it all, you always want to price it a little bit higher so that when it gets there, the faster moving items will sell at a higher price. Even if you're pricing it higher than the buy box, the stuff will sell. Just have trust. So, it defeats the purpose of, as soon as the inventory lands at Amazon, to just go in and reprice and drop all the prices down. You want to leave it there for a good week and a half, 2 weeks, to let the inventory that's going to sell at a higher price, because the stuff will sell. So go to inventory, we'll go over here, we'll look at shipments, so to say. These are all my shipments recently, and once they get there, they fully receive. After they land, give it about, like I said, 2 weeks. Give it 2 weeks, the inventory to sit there, and then you want to go in. You want to go to your inventory, your active inventory at Amazon. So you want to filter your inventory to fulfilled by Amazon. And then you want the listing status to be active. Alright, so as you can see here, all this inventory for the most part is active. Some of it, it's saying reserved on some of these because it's not yet fully gone through the fulfillment center transfers and all that stuff, yada yada, for it to be fully active and available on Amazon.com. Still going through the processing of it, so probably the first 2 pages or so of your inventory probably don't mess with. So what I like to do is I go to page 13, I go all the way to the back, and then I reprice from there, and I go back to the page right before and reprice all that, then the next page before, and go back until you hit the inventory that is showing reserved and processing. It's still in the process, and then you're done. But you want to sit down in one singular setting, and you want to reprice all of this stuff in one setting, because when you wake up in the morning, for the next 5 or 7 day period, your sales are going to be twice as much higher. You're going to get a boost of increased sales because you've just repriced all your inventory finally. It's all priced more competitively. It's all matching the buy box. And all that inventory that was sitting, that wasn't moving because it wasn't priced competitively enough, is finally going to be eligible for that. And you're going to experience an increased amount of sales, probably double than what you've been doing previously. So you want to do this. You want to go in and reprice probably a good 1 or 2 times a month. If the less you do it when you reprice, the higher your sales are going to be if you're sending inventory consistently. But to keep all your active inventory eligible for purchase, so you're moving inventory, you're making sales, and you're getting good profitable payouts, I would say reprice once or twice a month, probably 2 weeks apart or a week and a half apart, is what myself and other members in the community do. And we all have great results with this. So I'm going to go and show you now just how to go in and properly reprice. So we'll go to, I'll start in the middle of my inventory just so I know we got good stuff. So this will be a good page. So what do you want to reprice and what do you not want to reprice? You don't want to reprice the stuff, like I said in the pricing video, you don't want to match anything under $12. If it's the buy box is under $12, oh well, let it be. You only spent what you spent on the inventory, and remember, it will eventually sell. It'll eventually sell. Good thing about books is, it's a low risk, high reward business model.
Bring this up a little, bring this down one. It's a little bit bright on me.
So, it's a low risk, high reward business model. You're not spending a lot, but you have the potential to make really, really good returns. And because you're not spending a lot, it's low risk. So you're willing to not stress about leaving some of these slower moving, products that don't look as good to sell on Amazon based on what they're priced at. Anything under $10, just leave it. Wait for Prime Day to come around. The stuff will eventually sell. Don't worry about it. What you do want to do is, you're going to have this inventory that, maybe you want to sell a book for $24 and that's what you listed it for because there were other people pricing it at that. But in reality, it's really selling at $12 once you get to look at it from this view compared to Scoutly and compared to when you bought it. It's really selling at like $12. And you've let it sit now for like 2 periods of when you've gone through and repriced everything, it maybe still hasn't moved. If you want to, drop the price, instead of making $12 profit, you'll still make $4 profit, which is still a win. So, you kind of want to build your own relationship with it, do it as you please. Ideally, remember, the stuff will sell. It eventually will always sell. But if you want, to get a boost of sales, just reprice your inventory, drop the prices on it. Remember, when you're dropping the prices on it, you're giving up profit, so the inventory will move. But, sometimes you just got to do that. So, to reprice, you just have this little match button right here. If I click this, it's going to match this featured offer price. Featured offer means buy box. But like I said, we don't want to match anything under $10. So this is an example of a book that I would just leave at whatever the price was. I don't remember at this time what it just was, but it was around $12. We're not going to touch stuff like that. We're only going to touch stuff that we want to reprice. Like this is $18, $10.99 is what the match price is. I personally like to let my stuff sit and let it sell when it sells. I'm patient because I'd rather, make more margin, make more profit by being patient and then sending more inventory. Always remember, you can send more inventory if you want to make more sales instead of having to undercut yourself and lose profit. If you just sent inventory and sent all year long and never repriced, remember the inventory will sell. Compare your margins to that as compared to repricing, every 2 weeks all year long and undercutting yourself. You would sell more inventory, probably sell faster, but you would make less. But also, you very well might sell close to the same amount of inventory if you're just patient, because the stuff will sell. These books, their sales ranks are like 100,000, 500,000, close to 1 million, are only selling, if they're like 100,000, they're selling maybe between 10 to 20 books a month. If they're up towards 1 million, they're selling maybe 1 to 3 books a month. Stuff that's like a 5 million rank is probably selling not a lot a month, probably less than 1 a month, but it only takes one person to need the book to come and buy it. And if it's an $80 book and you're the only seller and you're going to drop it to 20 bucks to try to match somebody or just to drop it so it'll sell faster, it only takes one person. And when, there is a demand and there's not access to it, there's low access to it, you being the only seller and there's high demand, people will pay the extra amount to get it. So I sell on Amazon and sell my books on Amazon from a standpoint of patience and letting it sell. And we'll reprice, like, about once a month just to get some stuff, but I don't do everything. I don't do the majority of stuff. I maybe change, I filter the page to 250 units per page, and I go through and just match what I like. I maybe only change 40 to 50 offers per page. Do not do the whole thing. Do not do anything under $12. Never sell anything for less than $10 ever. And just match the good stuff that's close in price. Maybe a couple dollar difference, couple cent difference. If it's close, match it. And there's plenty of products in here where it's like, that 30-cent difference between offers will just help you match the buy box. And if you go through all your inventory and do that and match all the stuff that's closely competitively priced, but just match it, you'll wake up the next day and have a ton of sales. But don't rob yourself of profit by changing prices drastically. So it's getting dark out here. I think that's the most that I can share on this topic at the moment. Stick around. The videos are only going to get more thorough, and more information and more content is only going to come out. So stick around. Any questions you have, let me know. I'll make some content around it, or I'll just give you a simple answer for the moment if I don't have time to make content around it. But thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for trying to put the effort in to make your life better. So with that being said, it's getting dark out. I'm out of here.